Warning. Doki Doki Literature Club is a psychological horror game. This episode contains themes of abuse, self-harm, depression, and suicide. Please do not watch if you are sensitive to these topics. Hello everybody and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. As always, this game is completely wild, so I am ready to dive in and see what we've got this time. But before we do that, I actually want to exit DDLC because I noticed that we have some new files. So if I go to the file menu here, we see we got a couple new ones. First we got canyouhearme.txt. There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Well, alright. My only guess is that this is probably Monika trying to justify what she's doing. And I think that that matches with the title too, because she's trying to talk directly to the player, as has been shown before. So that's really interesting. Number two, we've got I hate this. I can't do anything, nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? I've got less theory on that one. Sorry. All right, let's go ahead and get back into DDLC here. All right, our current situation is that we are tasked with writing a poem. So as always, I'm gonna just so we can get a better look at these cute chibi versions of the characters, and let's just pick some words here, shall we? All right, we're gonna go ahead and pick existence. We're gonna go ahead and pick sweet. Let's go with clumsy. Let's go with email. Let's go with oh, we've got 11111 out of 20. That's good. How about rose? How about inferno? Let's go with tenacious. Let's go with rain cloud. That was a noise. Let's go with alone. Let's go with fluffy. Let's go with marshmallow. Whisper. Ocean. Puppy. Essence. Incongruent. Anxiety. Entropy. I missed the rainbow. Dang it. Let's go with nature. Okay, that's all the words. Cool. All right. Well, if it works, it works. Hi, Shoujo. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monika, I told you not to... Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? Hi, hello, viewer here who is technically in the game, but not really. Yes, it is that bad. See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyways, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Shoujo just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right. I forgot. About that, Nisiki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Sorry, the last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something, but I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool, and I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know, so I'm gonna help too, and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monika? Monika? Ah, yeah, that's wonderful. Monika's sweating. Where did she go? What is she doing? It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Shoujo, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. That's so, Yuri. That's correct. Jojo was already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monika? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes, thank you for understanding, Monika. Actually, I have a request. You mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a sec? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. She's just walking. What? Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. It was weird. The music shift caught me off guard there. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah! Oh my god! Oh, we just rewound. We're gonna pretend like all that didn't happen. Very cool, I guess. Very cool. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Jojo, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Jojo, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Chocho. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Chocho. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Here's the twist. Chocho. My heart won't stop pounding. Chocho, I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Chocho? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh, I don't like that. That's not... Hey, could you not? It's kind of creepy, actually. Could you, if you could stop doing that, that'd be really cool, actually. It's time to share poems. Thank you, Monica. I know that you, committed, actual murder, but thank you. Appreciate it. We'll go down the list here. We'll show Natsuki our poem first. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. Just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Monica knows. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Shoujo? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica? Just Monica! Who should I show my poem to next? I guess we'll go with Yuri next. I'm actually surprised that I was allowed to pick Yuri. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Shoujo, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it, please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Shoujo. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm gonna take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even... Oh, okay. Oh, I'll even give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. I can't. I can't read this. I'm sorry. But it's... Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm gonna vomit. Yeah, you should go do that. Who should I show my poem to? Probably Monica. Jojo, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing, but the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I guess we won't worry about your poem. Yuri should have at least had the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes. It's not a poem. Jeez, that really startled me. Me too. Once again, you have failed to write a poem. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. I'll take no for 200, Alex. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized he was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. That's not a joke. That's just what happened at the beginning of the game. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ugh, the stagnant air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm gonna be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Itsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know? I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm gonna make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see, that's a great idea, and that gives us all something to do. What about Shoujo? Jojo is gonna help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Netsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too? What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging shows around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Shoujo decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Shoujo make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Jojo, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Itsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. God's sake, this is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay? Not gonna lie. I actually am inclined to pick Natsuki once again. Because, you know, she's the only one who's, not staring at me in a closet, and also didn't delete another character of the game. Gotta kind of miss Sayori. All right, let's go. Oh, that's not nice of you. What if I go really fast? She didn't like that. She didn't like that. Okay, all right. All right, message received. Message received. Yeah, you picked me. I didn't, but you know. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Shoujo for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monika, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Shoujo away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. You're scaring me a little. Oh boy. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around like now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monika and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Shoujo. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monika giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Shoujo, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monika. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. Feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Shoujo, I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monika is listening. Please, Shoujo, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. Alright, that's a little too much. It's gonna be honest with you here. That's a bit too much. A little bit too much. Sorry. Just gonna put that out there. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside you. That's worse. Somehow you topped it. That's worse. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Shoujo. Tell me you want to be my lover. You accept my confession? I wish I could save. That'd be cool. Well? No, quite frankly, that's a bit too much. Oh. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. That's gibberish. Oh man, I don't think she's alright. Something tells me. I don't know what any of this even says. Oh no. What happened? How did this happen? How did this happen? I don't even know. I don't know what to say or how to even react to this. And she's also still not talking. There's nothing I could do about that. And just skip the dialogue as much as I can. Maybe I need to pass a bunch of in-game time. Wait a second. Something! Alright, it's festival time. Oh, you got here before me? I thought it was pretty— Ah! Ah! Natsuki runs away. I'm here! Did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. That's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend? Oh jeez, I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry, it must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Yuri.chr deleted successfully and Natsuki is gone? I'm almost done. I just want to have Cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from Liv's tray and takes Cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since this is the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? It should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Hey, here you are. Hi again. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we could just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Shoujo. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? I'm not gonna lie to you, I got a slight hint when you started deleting characters. So, yeah, at this point, yeah. Could it be possible that you didn't know that? Not really, no. That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little bit more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all of their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, so I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Shoujo? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Shoujo. It's more than that. I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there, in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Shoujo. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Shoujo, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Shoujo, will you go out with me? I don't have any other choices. I'm so happy. You really are my everything. Funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Shoujo. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button? Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Oh! Kinda works. Kinda works, and I will once again So you could see Chibi Monica down there. The problem is that I don't actually get an option to pick anything other than Monica. So I guess we're just gonna mash A at this point, because there's nothing else that I can do. Cool, I wrote a poem. How very neat. Hi again, Shoujo. Did you write a good poem today? Well, I had one option for words, so be prepared to see Monica in various spellings on the same paper over and over and over again. You did this, not me. Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Shoujo, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. Let you know. The poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be the best to be a part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry, but I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. It was always Monica. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does? I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, are the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we could still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. There is one thing left to do, though. We can close the software. And we can see what happens if we mess around with the files. Okay, we're in. And we go to files and we see reset.sh, but we can't run it. How about in characters? We only have Monica. We can delete Monica. Monica is also deleted. We have no saves. And, well, I'm not sure what else we could do here. I feel like that's it. I feel like that's all I had. Let's see what that did, if anything. Oh, she's probably not going to be happy with me. Wait. It did work. What's happening? Shoujo, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Shoujo. Please hurry and help me. Help me! Did you do this to me, Shoujo? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Shoujo. I trusted you. You just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Shoujo. You completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Is that it? Huh? I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. Ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... yeah. It's not. I've made up my mind. Chocho. I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I love them all. And I love the Literature Club. I really did love the Literature Club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... and she will restore the game. And it's everyone but Monika. Monika is no longer in the game. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always told myself it was about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Shocho. Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we've picked up that habit once again. Shocho, are you proud of me? Eh? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh, but you never even said anything about it, even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please, it's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Shoujo, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not. I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Ooh, you meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. That's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw earlier. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah! Chocho! Well, what are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh. So you're the Shoujo that Sayori is always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Shoujo. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Shoujo, don't tell me. That's right. The club I decided to join is yours, Sayori, the Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori's this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah, after all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Tsuri grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious! Tsuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. Meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Shoujo, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, like a lot of things, don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri, Well, about, you know, the first thing you said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know? So if Shoujo wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little bit. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Shoujo? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun, and we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? But that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. And as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. Kinda hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so yeah, me too. This is so cute! Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes. I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Shoujo. You think so? Well, everyone else always seems to get along a little bit better with you around, Sayori. Oh, Shoujo, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Shoujo, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monika. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, Shoujo. I know how hard he tried to make everyone happy. I knew about all the awful things that Monika did to make everyone really sad. None of that matters anymore. It's just us now. Oh no. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you. Forever and ever. Forever. No. Eh? But what's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Whew. It hurts. Ah! I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Shoujo. Goodbye, Literature Club. No way. I thought there was a chance at a happy ending.
Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
I don't know what to say.
Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today?
Oh, still removing images, I see.
Everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I
Oh, we did it.
can't read my own feelings, what good are words?
I am really surprised.
And if this world won't write me
But we beat it. That's the end of Doki Doki Literature Club.
to have it all.
And I gotta say that this has been an experience. Like, this has been an experience.
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me?
I really hope that you enjoyed this
Is it love?
as the credits play.
Is it love if I set you free?
I really hope that you enjoyed watching this. This is unlike any content I've ever made before, and
The ink flows down into
it's been really interesting.
How can I write
It's been really
reality
interesting.
if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love
Oh,
you,
I see that Monica's deleting the entire game. That's good.
I'll leave you be.
Wow, I'm just, like, I'm also just trying to, like, take everything in at the same time as I just, you know, finish the game. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Now I can run reset if I want to reset the whole game and bring it back. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really hope that you enjoyed this series. This is unlike anything I've ever done before, so I hope that you enjoyed watching it. If you have any suggestions for what I should do next, if you have any feedback for how I did here and what I can improve on, please do let me know. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support, and I hope that you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you soon.